From our 22 News Broadcast Center, this is 22 News in Focus.
Good afternoon and welcome to 22 News in Focus. I'm your host for the next hour, Ciara Speller. The issues surrounding hunger and food insecurity continue to grow in our region. One local organization, Rachelstable, has been at the forefront of the fight against hunger for over 30 years. In July of 2023, they became their own nonprofit organization, doubling their impact while doing so. What started as a way to help families in need in Springfield and Longmeadow has grown to encompass 3 western Massachusetts counties and parts of Connecticut. This week on 22 News in Focus, we're talking with representatives from Rachelstable about their programs. So joining me now is Jodi Falk, Executive Director of Rachelstable of Western Massachusetts. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having us.
So let's start with some background on Rachelstable.
Okay, so Rachelstable is a food rescue and hunger alleviation program in existence since 1992. And we just help people get food. There were some amazing, smart, caring women who decided there's surplus food going to waste, going to a landfill, and there was hungry people, and that should never exist in the same world.
So your mission is to make sure that, no one in our area goes hungry.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, and so also, what are the 4 food programs of your organization?
So thank you for asking, because we have expanded since that first time in 1992, when primarily our program was rescue, which is still a very strong program that we do. Take food that would go to landfill, instead take it and bring it to people. We also have a purchase program where we purchase food for people and for our agencies, exactly what they're asking for. And we have our gleaning program, which harvests food from local farms. And we have our garden program. All of our programs are meant to either serve the most immediate crisis need or longer-term sustainable solutions to support food security for the future.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about the short-term crisis need or the longer-term sustainable options.
Absolutely. So the option of the short-term need, first of all, let's talk about the need. Okay, so the Greater Boston Food Bank says that 1 in 3 households in Western Massachusetts are food insecure. Now that's not a statistic we want to keep seeing. And that the need for all of the agencies that we've talked to, it's about the same level as the height of the pandemic. So we really need to keep moving and doing our work. So the rescue program brings food right away, every single day, 6 days a week. And our garden program, for instance, works towards bringing people closer to the source of food and giving them full access. So that's a longer-term solution, people growing their own food rather than us giving them food.
Yeah, and it's pretty jarring to think that, if you're in a large group of people, right, there are inevitably going to be somebody in that group that is hungry, So it's important to know about these resources that you guys are offering. So how can people learn more about what you do?
So our website, feedwma.org, is a place to learn all about us. It's a place to learn how to support us and help our work. You can give your funds. We always accept financial donation. You can give your food if you're a business. You can help us buy your leftover food. And you can also give your time. We have an amazing volunteer base. As a matter of fact, I always like to say the volunteers are our superpower. So we do it, we are volunteer driven. We have amazing, wonderful volunteers. And we also have a team board, which you're going to learn a little bit later about tonight.
And how about community partners?
So our community, so I wanted to say nobody does this alone, right? We're all in partnership to make this work. So we have over 65 recipient agencies where the food goes across Hampden, Hampshire, and Franklin counties. We have over 70 food donors, and that includes our local farms. We are also a transportation partner of the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts, where we drive some of their food to the agencies. Last year, we drove over 300,000 pounds of food for the food bank. We also complement the food bank in that some of our food goes to agencies that are not served by the food bank. So all of us together make this work, and we're all needed to to make ourselves and make our communities food secure.
And how much food would you say, annually that you collect and distribute?
So in 2023, we collected and distributed over 760,000 pounds of food. And since we started with our refrigerated van, which volunteers drive along with their volunteer cars, since that time in October 2022 until the end of April, we distributed over 1.1 million pounds of food.
And how does somebody go about getting involved and wanting to donate food?
So businesses donate food for us. The only place we cannot take is from is a personal kitchen. But if you are a food business, if you're a supermarket, if you're a deli, a bakery, a restaurant, and you have an event or you have leftover food, you call us. We have a food donation hotline, and then the next day, one of our drivers will pick it up for 6 days a week.
And tell us about if you're seeing an increased need in the demand for food. Of course, we're dealing with inflation, we're dealing with hard times. Post-COVID, a lot of things haven't gone back to normal for a lot of people. So tell us about that.
That's right. So as I was saying, the agencies have told us that it's not gone down. As a matter of, in some places it's increased. And we are continuing to have to move more and more food. It's not a problem that's going away, and that's scary, actually. But what we're trying to do, and I know a lot of agencies are trying to do, is address the problem in a longer term solution, not just this quick, let's quickly feed people. We are doing that, and we're also looking, how do we address root causes? How do we look at this problem from many angles? And as we like to say, we have a holistic approach to looking at how do we try to have a food secure future in the longer term.
And what about the demographic? Is it a specific demographic that you're seeing more of a need, or is it kind of just across the board?
It is across the board, which is tells you that we're in a system, right, where the inflation is really affecting everybody.
And how, again, individuals, businesses, community organizations, how can they provide support?
So again, go to our website, feedwma.org, learn about us, call us. We have so many opportunities, both to help us financially, and we actually have a race coming up May 19th, a 5K and a 1 mile walk. You can come as a team, come as an individual. That helps, the funds that are raised for that help us all year long. And we have volunteer opportunities across the board, in the office, on the road, so many places. We even have volunteer opportunities for corporate sponsors themselves to come as a team and help us out. There's so many ways, because we always think Rachel's Table is an answer to the question, how do I help? And we have communities helping communities make ourselves a better place to live and a more healthy place to live for all.
Yeah, and the great thing about this community here in Western Massachusetts is I feel that everybody is so willing to help and wants to get involved, or at least try to help spread the message as well.
That's right. It's a wonderful place to live, and let's make it continue to be a wonderful place for everybody to live.
And so you mentioned that you have a race coming up. What other type of fundraising events do you do, and what's your biggest of the year? So
once a year we do a large fundraiser. This race happens to be our largest one this year. It's a biennial event. And the alternate years, we have something called Bountiful Bowls, which is an evening, entertainment, and honoring people. And that also is our large fundraiser that particular year. We have small fundraisers throughout the year. But really, truly, our focus is our mission and our goal and doing our work. So the more folks can just help us do that work, whether they want to volunteer their time, their treasure, or their talent, that will get the work job done.
I covered the Bountiful Bowls event one year when I
did.
was a reporter,
You
and I
did.
had a beautiful blue bowl at
You
my
did.
desk that I keep in. I think
so
of you guys.
glad.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you keep it. That's in order to fill the bowls of
Yes.
those in need. Absolutely.
Yes, and lastly, just for our viewers who might be tuning in again, just tell us a little bit about what Rachel's Table does for our community.
So Rachel's Table is the 31-year-old organization, and also brand new because we became our own nonprofit in July, as you said earlier. We are a food rescue and hunger alleviation program, and we are volunteer-driven, and we work across Hampden, Hampshire, and Franklin counties to make sure there is a food-secure Pioneer Valley.
And social media is really big right now, so are you on social media
We
platforms?
are, absolutely. Thank you for saying that. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, and our teen board also has its own Instagram page, and they do TikTok as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
got it covered.
Got it all covered.
So everybody who's watching our show can find you very easily.
That's right. Rachel's Table of Western Massachusetts. And just please find us, because we always need more volunteers. We always need some more help. This is a problem, that's not going away. And therefore, we need to lift it all up together.
All right, Jodi, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to catch up with you.
Thank you so much.